Okay. I will do some more scenarios on constructor. Control A, Control C. Let's go to your folder, ATM batch. Yeah, here. Parameterized constructor we have done. Let's say constructor part 2 here. Where is that? New folder option is not there. It might be there somewhere. Constructor. Some more scenario will do on this, so that constructor part 2. So here, let's go here. Yeah, here we go. And I'll write this program. I'll remove all this. Okay, is it okay? Now, this is fine. Now, here. Now you just see the program. Just watch. This is my, I have defined, I am declaring here, I'm calling parameterized constructor here. And in the class also, I am defining the parameterized constructor, right? And with the values, I am passing it here. Just try to understand this program. This is a class company. This is employee class. Just go through it. 30 seconds you take. Just go through it. Just go through it. Come. Yeah, if you are able to admit them, you can admit them. No? Are you able to admit who is waiting in the lobby? Yeah. Yes. So all people are there. Now, this you understood, this program, simple program. Any doubt here in this? In this program, do you have any doubt here? Can you please say yes, no, anything?
So this is a
I'm still
constructor
going
that
through on the
takes 3 arguments, right?
Yeah, this is argumented constructor, parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor must be defined in the class.
Int empid string empid into salary
Yeah.
into salary.
What is the problem here? See here, I am passing in constructor, I am passing to ID, name and salary, right? Here, employee ID, employee name, salary is there. Here, if you go, here you see ID, name and salary I am taking. I am assigning with. See, right side is a constructor value, left side is the class variable, right? So I am assigning right to left assignment and I am printing that. And another method is salary method. After updating this, I am fetching the salary, employee ID, salary and employee name. That's it. I am calling this method here emp.getSalary also. Right? Yeah. You can go on mute. If you have a question, please ask. So here it will execute this program. Let's say company.java, and let's save in this morning. What is it? Parameterized constructor. Two folders are there, part 2. So here I will save this program. Here I will go to this parameterized constructor. What is that? CD. So CD morning something is there. Okay, still one directory back. CD. What is that? Morning 8 AM batch. Now CD constructor part 2 here. Now Java C company dot Java company. Oh my God, company. Yeah, here. So you can see this output, right? So in the 2 argument constructor, before updating, this is the value. 0 null 0, employee ID is 0, name is null, salary is 0, right? Default value. After updating this variable with the constructor value, we are getting this updated value of this, right? See here now. What we are doing here, this employee ID, I was signing with the constructor ID. So from today, you should not tell like that, okay, I employee ID value is this one. You should tell, here I am initializing the class employee ID with constructor ID. I am initializing the class employee name with constructor name. Guys, please join on time. Okay. Here I am assigning employee salary with constructor salary. For that reason only we are using constructor, initializing the class variable with the constructor value. Okay. So after updating, I am writing this value. Is it okay? And I am getting the output. This point is clear or not clear?
A question, sir.
Mm.
On the constructor, if you pass, let's say less than the 3 arguments that you're passing,
Yeah, then you
would
will
you
get
get
error.
error?
Yeah,
Okay.
you get. And what would be the error? What is this argument called?
Length is not equal. Yeah.
Yeah. So what type of argument it is? This is called as an actual argument or actual parameter. And here this is called as a formal parameter. So they will tell actual and formal parameters or arguments are differ in length. See here. Compile it. Sorry. See what error? Actual and formal parameter list differ in length. Arguments list differ in length. Getting?
Yes, sir.
So first rule is parameterized constructor must be defined in the class. That is first rule. If you are writing here parameterized constructor, it must be defined in the class. In case of default constructor, you don't need to define in the class. Either you define, don't define, it is default behavior. But in case of parameterized constructor, you must define in the class. Otherwise, it will throw error. Let's say I am removing this. Now go, you will get same error. See here. Are you getting same error? So it must be defined. Now, let's say if I am defining simply a default constructor, I am writing this much only. 1 second. Let me go it here. Let me write this control. Oh my God. I have removed this. Okay. Now, here, let me define this one. Just a default constructor. Control C. Let me do Control Z. 1 second. Yeah. Control C. Copy. For backup, I am writing it here so that. And here you go, top. Here, comment this. And just create a default constructor. See? Just default constructor. Now, if you compile, you will not get any error. Why? Because default constructor need not to be defined in the class. Either you define also, it's okay. You don't define also, it's okay. It will not throw error. See here? You are not getting any error and you will get whatever value you want. See, whatever value is there, you will get the output, default value. Now, if you will define also, the default constructor, then also no problem. Yeah.
So what's the rule? We should not define it if we don't if it's not parameterized, right?
In case of parameterized, you must define.
Yes, but if it's not, we don't have to define it.
Yeah, in employee, it's not it as per your requirement. It's optional. Either you define or don't define. Implicitly, it gets executed internally by the JVM.
And just to make sure, this is default constructor, right? Not
Yeah.
parameterized. Okay.
Yes, this is default. Default will get executed implicitly at the time of creating an object.
Okay. Also, I have a question, sir. One second.
Yeah. Tell me.
Okay. So the parameters that we are defining in the class, right? So should be in the same format. Say, for example, in the
Yes,
parameterized the parameterized.
I'll tell you. You will get the answer. Just I'm
Okay,
writing
so-
it. I'm writing it.
But you got my question, right? Say, for example.
Yeah,
the-
I got your question, but let me explain. Just 1
Oh,
minute.
no,
I
no.
will take.
Oh,
After
okay,
that,
thank you.
again, I will ask. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Just see here for you only. I'm writing while defining parameterized constructor. Make sure the following points. First point, order of parameter should be same as actual parameter. Second, types of parameters should be same, as actual parameter, whatever, as actual parameter. And I'm writing same line, Control C. Number of parameters. Number of parameters should be same as. So while defining, see, this is your formal parameter. Let's say here you are writing 10 hello. Here you writing. So here see how many arguments are there, how many parameters are there. In constructor,
Yes.
3. So here also you should define 3. At least 3 parameters should be there. So here float F. Now, first point is order of parameters should be same as actual parameters. So see here, integer, string, float. Number of parameters, types of parameters. See here, integer is there, then here you should take integer, not byte, long or anything. Here, or float. Here string is there, you should take a string. Here float is there, you should take its float. So all 3 criteria meets. Now tell me what is your question.
No, you answered my question. My question was around the item number 1, order of parameters, and you already answered. So yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, thank you. So these 3 points you should remember while defining parameterized constructor inside the class or in the class. Make sure the following points: this order of parameters, types of parameters, and number of parameters would be same. Okay, is it okay? Guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the point. And in case of default constructor, either you define, don't define. This is the default behavior of JVM. Whenever you will create an object, this will get executed internally. But if you want to print externally to prove whether it's getting executed or not, you can write this and you can see this result. Right? See? Correct? Now, what will happen when you have default constructor also and parameterized constructor also in the program? Are you getting? So next scenario is this theory. No, guys, please don't forget to revise it every day before class, or the same day you revise. One line will be one scenario. I am telling you again and again. Don't take it free. It's a very much precious. After that Selenium, if you are not very much clear, then when I will teach Selenium in the same flow and deep concept, that time you won't be able to understand if you are not strong here now. Or any automation tool, even rest assured, my Java guys, rest and Selenium, they perform very well. After that, they only start teaching us, sir, why you are doing this class, what type it returns, why you are passing this parameter inside this method, can you do like that? So you should be very much strong, because Selenium REST API is just a tool. Rest assured, in that predefined classes, interfaces, methods are there, and you will be using with Java, right? So you should understand this. Now here, what if default and parameterized constructor both assigned, both are there in the class? Right? So here, now it will compile and execute. Will you get error?
No, but question, sir. I do see default constructor, but what about the parameterized constructor? So we have to define, right?
Yes, 100% we must define.
Yeah, but it is
Based
not
on the,
here.
sorry?
It is not here. I'm not seeing that.
Yes, it is not here. Correct. It is
Oh,
not
okay.
here.
Okay. Then it will throw an error, I believe.
It will throw an error. And let's see now. I am defining it. That's why I have written it here. Now I am writing it here. String name, let it be. I am defining it here. Here I will write int sal only. That's third argument also. You can write float later. Float you want to make, you can make it float, because salary may be some amount dot something, some paise, right? That's why you should make salary as a float or double. But now for timing, I am just making as an integer. Okay. So now you have defined. Now go execute in the program. Now still error is there. Tell me what is the problem.
So does
We
the
are
order
using same
matter?
object. We are using same object.
Same object. Is it correct sentence?
Same reference number.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, same reference number. Sorry, I
Yeah.
meant to say reference number. It should be
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, this is an object actually. This is a reference variable. Okay. So we can, what is the rule? We can create multiple object of the same class, but with different reference variable. Understood or not? In class object, I taught you this or not? Tell me.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, sir.
We can create a multiple object of the same class using different reference variable. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you go again, compile and execute. That's why compiler is there to check the error, to catch the error. Now still problem is here. Sal equal to salary. Cannot find symbol. Where is the problem? Tell me. Sal equal to salary. I have written somewhere. See here.
Within the employee.
So here we should make this argument as a sal. Correct, na?
Yes.
Because here I am assigning salary. Constructor value to this class variable. Correct? So here also I have written sal. Sal equal to sal. So this will not executed, right? No error. Now you can execute this. Are you getting? This is one scenario. This part is clear or not clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, next scenario is what will happen if I will not define any default constructor. I will not create an object of default constructor. And here it's defined. Here it's defined. Are you getting? I am not creating the object with default constructor, but in the class it's defined. In that case, what will happen? So write this scenario. Like this, you people should practice. So here, what is the answer of this one? Say, then we must define both constructor in the class. Now, next question. What if object not created with default constructor, but defined in the class? Yeah. Let's go here. Now go and execute. I don't know. You people know. See. Now, okay, this is different error, guys. Employee.salary, that is not required. Here, employee one I can write. That's fine. No error. You are not getting an error. See here. Hello. Excellent. Sorry for interrupt, guys. Sorry for interrupt. In between some. Now see here, we are not facing any issue. In which case, when we have not created an object with default constructor, but default constructor is defined in the class. So what is the lesson from this one? And in output also, we are not getting, I'm a default constructor, something like that. So what is the lesson from this class? In this scenario? What is the lesson from this scenario? Tell me.
I'm still trying to understand the question. Sorry.
This is the question. This is the question. What if object not created with default constructor, but defined in the class? So here, we have not created an object with the default constructor. Can you see here? It is commented. But I have defined the default constructor inside the class. So in that case, will you get error? No, we didn't get
No,
any
sir.
error.
No.
Yeah. So first of all, that is the, we didn't get any error. Why we didn't get any error?
Because it's implicitly defined.
But implicit, yes, you are correct. Implicit will get executed, but have you created default any object with default constructor so that it should get executed?
No, sir.
Right? So now you only tell, if I have written, let's say, now see, I am just teaching you deep. Guys, if you are not understanding, you can leave this part. But just for knowledge sake, I am telling all this scenario. Let's say if I am writing any method here, let's say void hello or void play. If we will not call this method, will it give error?
There won't be any error and it will not be called.
Right? It will not be called. Correct? Simply, it will not be called. You will not get any error. Right? Now, same way here, I am defining here parameterized constructor. As per the parameter, we do have a constructor defined in the class, but default constructor, we are not creating any object with default constructor and we have not defined. No problem. Right? It is simply sitting in the class. That's it. Right? We are not calling this explicitly. And if you will create object with default constructor, even you write that or don't write, it will not throw any error. If you have written, then it will call. If you have not written, it will not get called. Right? So no error. In this case, you will not get any error.
No, but I have a question here. Can I please scroll up a little bit, sir?
Yeah, please wait. No error. Yes. Tell me.
But my question is, since the default constructor is not being called, the variables are inside the default constructor, right? The employee, integer employee ID, string employee name, and integer salary. There only we are defining all the variables. So when default constructor, can I please scroll up some more, please? Yeah, under class employee, we have employee ID, employee name, and salary, right? The first three lines. Okay, yeah. So since we are not calling the default constructor, how system is recognizing these variables, employee ID, employee name, and salary? The parameterized constructor is having different parameters, right? Like ID, name, salary. So these employee ID, employee name, and salary, these are never utilized by the system. So how does system recognize these are variables?
So here you see.
Yeah. So there we have employee ID, but this variable is not defined. Okay. No. I got it now. So, but it is still part of the class employee. Okay, it makes sense.
So the main sense is here, at the time of loading the class, you are passing this constructor value and the same value you are initializing to the class variable. We are initializing the class variable with constructor value. Okay, so at the time of loading the class only, these all variables will get initialized in the memory. After that, whenever you will access any method or something and you are trying to access these variables, that value will be same whatever you have assigned with the constructor value.
Thank you.
Yeah. This point is clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's just question of practicing. Boni, you are lost now.
No, fine, sir.
Yeah. Others, I'm asking to everyone. I remember the name of Boni. Why? Because each and every day in the beginning, from beginning, he was asking question. So I remembered. So guys, please let me know. Any question till here? And this is the answer of second one, like boss. If we have an object without default constructor created and default constructor is defined inside the class, we will not getting any error. Only that constructor will not get executed. Only that defined constructor not get executed. That's it. Now, third question. Third question. See, this is tricky. This third question. What if? What if? Okay, see, try this. I am removing this. Let's say I am removing this. I am commenting this and I am calling default constructor. So I am creating an object with default constructor. Okay. I am creating an object with default constructor and parameterized constructors are defined in the class. In that case, what will happen? And here get salary you don't call because, yeah, that's okay, fine. Because employee one is the reference for this one. Now I am calling the constructor with default. And in the class, parameterized constructors are defined. So what is the answer? Will we be getting error?
No.
Did you?
No errors.
Okay. No errors, right?
No errors, and at the same time, the parameterized constructors will not be called.
Okay.
Just the variables will be initialized.
So what it got called? Only
Default constructor.
default constructor. Because I have created an object with default constructor. Right? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, what will happen when we do have a both constructor, default constructor and parameterized constructor, and we have not written the default constructor here? In that case, what will happen?
No error.
No error?
No.
Why?
Default constructor need not to be defined.
Okay, good. That is also good catch. Now see. So our previous concept gone. This is tricky. Last one. So here we are getting an error. Why we are getting an error? See. Okay. Just do this also. No problem. Even you compile and execute. This is CLS Java C. Now you see.
So
What
it
is the
wants the
problem?
default. It wants the default constructor to be defined.
Yeah. So this scenario is when parameterized and default constructor. We created the object with parameterized and default constructor. Parameterized constructor is defined, default constructor is not defined. In that case, whether we will get an error or not. Okay, this is first thing. So we got error. Now you copy this, Control C, and paste it after this. In that case also we'll getting the error or not. Just see it. Save it, compile it. This type of scenario you should practice. Now still I am getting there. Right? So either you write here, you write there. So if both the constructor you are creating object with both type of constructor, then in that case you must define in sequentially whatever the constructor you are defining, in the same way you should define the constructor in the class. If you are defining multiple constructor, default and parameterized both, in that case you must define default constructor also. Otherwise, at the time of creating an object, constructors are getting executed. So a default it is checking where it is, because for next constructor we do have a parameterized constructor. For default, where it is. If you are defining both type of constructor at the same time, then you must define both type of constructor in the class. So you must define it here. Did it come?
And does the order matter on where you define it? Can you define it? The order of defining that.
No, order is not required here. Order is not required. Because whenever you create an object, constructor will get executed.
Okay.
Okay, order is not important here. So here you go. Yes, save this. Now you go and compile and run. See, this is all just for knowledge check, but I should not tell, but still you people can practice this, right? This is what. So here I can write a note. In case of multiple type of constructor, we must define all types in the class. All types in the class. Understood?
So can you please move the parameterized constructor to the top and rerun the program? Yeah, the employee one variable. That object. Can you move it to the top? Just before the default one.
This is default constructor.
Yeah, so no, I'm saying that on the main class when running it.
Okay, you want me to make it top first line?
Yeah, first line.
Okay. Is it okay?
Yes.
So here both are having same variable name. Just make it employee.
Okay.
No errors.
Okay, thank you.
So first two argumented constructor is getting executed, then default constructor is getting executed. The sequence, whatever you here down sequence doesn't matter. Let's say default constructor you have defined here or there, doesn't matter. The way you have created an object, that sequence will be followed. Yeah. See here, you have created parameterized constructor first. So first, compiler will check according to this, is there any constructor defined in the class or not? If he founds, he will execute that. According to this, is there in constructor defined inside this class or not? It will go check and it will execute. And now it doesn't matter. Sequence doesn't matter. Now you write this at the end. You write this on the top. Doesn't matter. You write here or after this. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Sequence doesn't matter. Right, Boni?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Others, please let me know. see, if you practice the same day, whenever I teach, now same day, if you practice, you won't have any issue. I am telling you, frankly. If you practice on the same day, you will not get any issue. And if you have doubt, you catch it. But when you will park, oh, we have a recording. That time only your mind gone. That's it. Same day you practice all types of scenario. Right? Is there any doubt here? Tell me. Now, this is what this all scenario you can try. Now the question is, what will happen? What will happen if we have the class variable and constructor variable both having the same name? That is my question, and that we will do it tomorrow. So this with all the bells. So here in ID, instead of that, I will write employee ID. Here I will write employee ID. Here I will write employee name. See, constructor variable and class variable, both having the same name. So what here I will do, employee ID equal to employee ID, employee name equal to employee name. Now compiler will get confused, sal equal to sal. Now if whenever you will print this employee ID, employee name sal, here also, second time also. Each and every time you will get the same answer. Same answer you will get it. Here employee ID, employee name, salary you print, what you will get? 0, null and all. Here also you will get what? 0, null and all. Now you have, see here, this is another scenario. Here two parameterized constructor is defined in the class. One with this one, this variable, another one is this variable. So in this case, will you get any error? What can you see here? Can you see this error? Now, when will you get any error here? We do have one parameterized constructor defined here, top. Now, in the class, we do have a two parameterized constructor with number of parameter is same, type of parameter is same, order of parameter is same. In that case, will we getting any error?
No.
We should not get, right? We should not get. Now we are getting it here. That's fine. ID and name formal parameters. Why we are getting two argument constructor after this? Okay. Employee ID. That's fine. Salary. Here, why we are getting error? Employee. Okay.
On the bottom, supposed to be sal, not salary.
Is it salary is different? Yeah.
So he's got to the right now on the bottom there.
Sal should be there, no? Here sal should be there, and here also sal, right?
And on the bottom after MP, there.
Here?
Yeah.
Any other than this, any issue? So now one error, employee. Here you see, we are getting an error. Constructor employee is already defined. This is another case. So we have this question now. Can you guys try this scenario? So question I am writing. Might be I have told one wrong statement here. Now here, what if we have one constructor define. What if we have a two constructor defined in the class with same name, number of parameters, and types of parameter, type, number of parameters, type, and order of parameters. So why it throws error? Means can be defined or not. So here I am writing constructor. Spelling you can correct later, part 2. So here constructor part 2, that's it. So here what we are doing in this program, today you people are very much silent. I don't know what happened. So here we have one parameterized constructor object created with same constructor. I am defining 2 times. Here employee int, employee ID, string, employee name, int salary, right? Here also I am defining now. Where is that? Only 1, 2 are defined somewhere. Yeah, int ID, int name, int salary. Both are different completely. Now here, why we are getting error? So it is telling boss, you should not define same type of constructor again, right? Same type of constructor we should not define. So this is a part of constructor overloading. Same type of constructor we should not define again with same parameter, with same name, with same number of parameters, with order of parameters and type of parameter. We should not define. That is what we are getting in the error, right? But same constructor can be called multiple times. That is also there. So did you get or confused now?
So duplicating a constructor.
Yeah,
is
duplicate.
not allowed.
Yeah, that is what. Like employee ID, string ID, name, and formal parameters. See this. See error. Constructor employee int, string int is already defined in class employee. Employee again. This one. This is the employee. It is already defined. 2 times you are defining with same number of parameters, order of parameters, and type of parameters. Now here, if you change, let's say. Here, if I am changing this, go to top. This is top only. Now, instead of string, or here you just make it float. Now, you will not get any error. Only thing you have to define the constructor like same. Understood? Like same. Like integer, string, float. Like here, integer, string, float. Okay? Like that. Now go see here also. One more thing is there. Now here it's telling boss constructor employee dot employee int string float is not applicable. Why it's not applicable? Tell me. I told you in data types. I told you in data types. Here, what we should write?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now see, are you getting an error? Now see. No problem. But what is not getting executed? This is not getting executed because according to this, we do not have object created in the class, right? So this is not a fault. We can have a constructor defined in the class. If you are not creating an object with the same type of constructor, we will not get any error. We have seen this scenario, top. Right? In case of parameterized constructor also same thing. If we have a parameterized constructor defined in the class, and not object is not created according to that. In that case also we will not get any error. Same thing, like just now, 2 minutes back we have seen this scenario. What if object not created with parameterized constructor, but defined in the class? Here answer is, we will not get any error, right? No error. Correct, na? And finally, conclusion is, constructor, I am writing, note, constructor with same parameters, means same number of parameters. What is another question? Types of parameters and order of parameters. So constructor with same parameter should not be same at same multiple times in the class, or should not be defined same with same multiple times in the class. It throws duplicate error. Are you understanding the meaning of this? Did you understand the meaning?
It should not be defined more than once.
Yeah, so multiple times. Yeah. You can write, yeah, with same more than one time. Okay. More than one time or multiple times, I told. If more than one time means multiple times, you can say, or more than one time, you can say. Right. So it throws duplicate error. If something you should change, types of parameter or number of parameters or order of parameters. The concept I will teach you later. I'm not focusing more on this. This belongs to the overloading concept, actually. We'll cover it more in overloading concept. So method can also be overloaded. Constructor can also be overloaded. Overloading. But here what you have to think, we should not define the duplicate constructor in the class with same number of argument, with same type, with same order. Something should be different. Then you will not get any. See here, same thing I did. I made it float here. Right? Float is there. Now even it's defined one more constructor. No problem. We have one more constructor with this one. No problem. You can define one more constructor. What is the problem? Here you go and define one more constructor. Here make it employee 2. That's it. Then this error will go. Means you will get the value. Right? And this is what about all constructor. Yeah, is there any doubt here? You need practice here to remove the conflicts. You should take one scenario one time, like first create with single constructor, then create default and parameterized, then create default parameterized, and in the class don't define the parameterized constructor. Then don't define the default constructor. Then you define both the constructor. Then what you do? You define the constructor, duplicate constructor with same order, same parameter, same number. Then you see. For 4 or 5 scenario, you should execute it separately. This program actually contains 7 scenarios. If you see, 7 scenarios are there. So guys, did you understand? Can you practice?
So can I ask that maybe when you send the recording, you can also send maybe the scenarios that we can try out, those ones that you just mentioned now.
Yes, Bonnie, that is your correct question. But if you will go line by line, no, it will create one scenario.
Okay.
Like here, if you'll go like previous, like class object notes only. See, if you have written something. See, object is physically representation of class or whatever, whenever you create an object at the same time. So this is one scenario, but still you want in write it like written in question, like question format, that also I can share to you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I can share to you, but for today, you just do this practice and later we can write a question and we can share with you. Actually, notes, my all question will be answered. Here, constructor, I teach you. Today's class is extra class for constructor, so that tomorrow these guys can be with you and they can start the next concept, whatever I will be teaching you. And these all are the extra concept. If you want to learn, you learn. Otherwise, you know just what is constructor, types of constructor, default constructor, parameterized constructor. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, guys, anyone having any doubt? Govind.